charged with murder. They're with child endangerment and domestic abuse, and they're blaming these other people. And I thought that was going to be it. But the fact that these two other people have been charged with murder, assault, and sexual abuse signifies to me that the authorities believe this story. The authorities believe that Mast and Amin were in the driver's seat, that they're the ones who are responsible for the death of this girl. So the fact that they are charged with murder, the parents are not, what does it tell you about where the prosecutor's mind is at this point?
It tells me that he or she is listening to the head investigators on this case. Now, clearly, experienced law enforcement are used to, like you heard was said, the blame game, and they are very well trained on how to go out and have to corroborate or find supporting physical evidence that shows that the blame has some reality or some fact to it. So that must have been done because usually a prosecutor is not going to charge some additional people on the blame game only unless there is corroborating or supporting evidence. And since those additional charges with these two new people are substantially more serious than the other two, tells me that there was significant supporting evidence to show and prove that those other two actually did do what they're being accused of, or at least they have good evidence to be able to argue that point. So I think that's probably what's going on.
We start with, by the way, no connection, but no relation between James Mast and Ethan Mast, or Ethan Mast and Mary Mast, just adding to the weird complexities of this case. But the parents of the child, the idea that they were forced to do this, but they almost let it happen, yet they allowed themselves to be beaten. They allowed this to happen to their daughter. They're forced to do things to their daughter. Is that a defense for them? Let's stick with the parents first.
It's not a defense to everything, but what it really is something in legal terms we call a mitigation. Mitigation is a legal term meaning, well, it happened, but here's some reasons why. And the whole idea behind mitigation is so that you can fashion an appropriate sentence given the circumstance. Okay, that's a lot of legal mumbo jumbo. What does the average person think about that? And it's just like you, Jesse, which is who in their right mind would ever allow something so horrible and ugly and disgusting and cruel happen to somebody so young and innocent and helpless? And therein lies the question and the problem and the story, which we don't have enough facts to yet to figure out why they would do this and what was going on with them. But I'm going to guess you're probably going to find there's some drugs involved in there somewhere.